Hello there, you're now with me, Radzi Ahmad, for TVS English News at 5. Let us begin with the top stories for today. Building sustainable creative practices and valuing our creative practitioners, Sarawak is set to set up a cooperative on establishing alternative economic models. The Minister of Entrepreneur Development and Cooperatives, Dato' Iwan Benedict, said the matter was proposed to the Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg.
Sarawak, salah satu koperasi yang telah berhubung dengan saya adalah koperasi kreatif industri. Satu koperasi baru di Sarawak yang ingin membangunkan kebudayaan Sarawak dalam bidang perfilman dan sesuatu yang baru buat saya, dan hari ini pula dibincang dalam pertemuan dengan Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak sebagai satu pendekatan yang sangat baik sekali oleh Kerajaan Sarawak membangunkan industri kreatif ini.
He said this when met after a courtesy visit to Premier Sarawak Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg at Wisma Papa Malaysia on Thursday. In addition, Ewan also said his ministry has provided the Working Capital Financing Fund towards the revival of business cooperatives impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Tetapi kita memang pun menyediakan geran pembangunan koperasi dan juga tabung modal pusingan yang boleh dipohon oleh koperasi di seluruh negara ini untuk membangunkan perniagaan mereka.
Meanwhile, for cooperatives in Sarawak, he encouraged them to contact the Ministry and the Cooperative Commission of Malaysia (SKM) to seek the types of aids needed.
One of the common factors that prevent the Chinese people to join the civil service is the misconception of job prospects in the civil service. Hence, a paradigm shift is needed to rectify the situation by giving insights to prepare potential candidates in terms of the tedious process of entering the civil service, salary and other benefits that are in store for them.
There should not be a misconception that there was no or poor promotion prospects for Chinese in the civil service, especially with the recent promotion of a number of Chinese civil servants to certain senior positions, including like Dato' Hitan Ki, who was recently appointed as Deputy State Secretary. Everyone must understand that this is the process that everyone have to go through if you want to be civil service, especially certain Chinese may not be very fluent in oral Malay, and that could be a problem as well. But we need to prepare them. And as I said, the roadshow and the campaign, we could create awareness and even let them know what is the process that they need to go through in order to become a civil servant.
Chai calls for the scrutinizing of salary for junior positions that is deemed too low, especially when globally economic challenges are apparent. However, he added it is important to have a representative from the Chinese community from the top to the bottom of the civil service system.
I don't want to see that on the Chinese are only interested in the senior position, because we need to have a balance of different ethnic groups to join the civil service, not only in senior position. In across the board, hopefully from bottom to top, there are good mix or good balance of people from different ethnic groups to reflect the demographic of Sarawak. I think in the long run, it will help to nurture and preserve our harmony and unity, which is something that we have been very proud of.
Meanwhile, for Kon Shin Yong, the principal of Changhua Middle School No. 4, the percentage of quota for the Chinese to be in the civil service may also be a hindering factor.
In this time or in this season, the recruitment of the staff might be certain percentage allocated to the Chinese. So when Chinese apply, maybe only the cost of the percentage, only I don't know how many percent now. So if there's a lot of Chinese apply, but only due to the percent of the recruit, so it less. Maybe I think this is one of the reasons, one of the factors.
Even so, Khan expressed gratitude to the Premier for encouraging more Chinese to be part of the civil service while suggesting more opportunities in the civil service.
The new government, Sarawak, is actually encourage more Chinese in the government service. And also we can promote more multiracial, whereas Sarawak is very important and highlight this multi-races in different sectors. So I think this is the part that we can highlight more. And also that I think we also can share that our Premier like different of races or different type of person service in the public sector to make the public sector more efficiency, and then also can have a more strategy, and whereas equal, they can have equal and fair strategy or policy to the Sarawakian.
Sarawak Housing and Real Estate Developers Association (SHEDA) are on board with the proposal of integrating nurseries and kindergartens into their future residential development projects. Its Kuching branch chairman, Dato' Sim Kiang Chio, said the provision of nurseries and kindergartens can easily be integrated as proposed by the Minister of Women, Early Childhood and Community Wellbeing Development, Dato' Sri Fatimah Abdullah.
So for the provision of nurseries and kindergarten in the new development, it can be as easy as allocating a unit or two of the residential houses for this purpose that can be so oriented to the ministry. Maybe Dato' Fatimah Ministry can give an estimate of number of kindergarten needed in each area of development, and the developer can allocate certain suitable units for her ministry to rent or even buy from the developer for this usage.
Moreover, certain units that are currently in development can be allocated for the purpose of nurseries and kindergartens, added Sim, where semi-D houses can be utilized. The most important aspect is to equip these units with proper amenities in future projects.
If the planning authority require any amenities such as present provision for open space, road and drains in the new development, the developer will provide for it. However, the authority knows that any increase in amenities requirement will increase the cost of development, which might affect the selling price of new houses.
Prime Minister Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim has arrived in Thailand for a two-day official visit to elevate bilateral ties and strengthen the multifaceted cooperation between Malaysia and Thailand. This is Anwar's fourth international official visit after Indonesia, Brunei and Singapore since taking office on November 24 last year. The special aircraft carrying Anwar and his wife, Dato' Sri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail, landed at the Military Air Terminal 2 at 1 p.m. local time.
The visit is at the invitation of Thai Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha. He was greeted upon arrival by Thai Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Don Pramudwinai, representing the Thai government. Also present was Foreign Minister Dato' Sri Dr. Zamri Abdul Kadir and Malaysian Ambassador to Thailand Dato' Georgie Samuel. The Malaysian delegation also includes Home Minister Dato' Sri Saifuddin Nasution Ismail, Natural Resources, Environment and Climate Change Minister Nik Nazmi Nik Ahmad, and top officials from the relevant ministries and agencies. Anwar will attend a welcoming ceremony presided by Prayut at the Government House, and the leaders will then hold a bilateral meeting to discuss the way forward in strengthening the multifaceted cooperation. Focus areas include economic cooperation, border area development, and key connectivity projects crossing the land borders. Later, Anwar and Prayut will witness the signing and exchange of 4 Memorandum of Understanding to explore potential cooperation in the fields of energy and digital economy. On the second day of his visit, Anwar is scheduled to give a speech on the future of ASEAN during a meeting with the captains of industry and the business community, followed by a networking lunch. He will also join the congregation to perform Friday prayers at the Islamic Center of Thailand. Anwar is scheduled to depart home tomorrow at 5 p.m. local time.
The government is in the midst of finding new means to reduce the people's financial burden without resorting to withdrawing their employees' provident fund, EPF. The Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim said this was because the people has been allowed to withdraw their EPF several times before, which caused the amount of their retirement savings to decline.
He said this when met with reporters after the University Selangor's Kursi Siddiq Fadzil Distinguished Lecture at its Bestari Jaya campus on Thursday, while answering whether another EPF withdrawal would be considered in the revised budget 2023. The Prime Minister said the government had to really deliberate on the possibility to allow the withdrawal in order to prevent the people from suffering financial stress after retiring. Meanwhile, Anwar, who is also Finance Minister, said the focus of the budget, which is to be tabled on February 24th, is on efforts to deal with the problems of the national deficit, digitalization issues, food safety, and the cost of living.
Former Tourism Minister Dato Sri Nazri Aziz has been appointed as Malaysia's ambassador to the United States. According to a statement by Wisma Putra, the King had presented letters of credence to Nazri and 9 other new heads of diplomatic missions during an official ceremony at Istana Negara on Thursday.
Since last year, it was heavily speculated that Nazri will be appointed as Malaysia's ambassador to either Switzerland or the US. Nazri previously said he refused to be the ambassador to Switzerland as he needed to resign his post as Padang Rengas Member of Parliament first. Meanwhile, Datuk Syed Muhammad Hasrin Tengku Husin was appointed as Malaysia's ambassador to Indonesia. Datuk Abdul Malik Melvin Castellino Anthony in the Philippines. Hendy Ahsan, the former ambassador to Uzbekistan, was appointed as Malaysia's ambassador to Vatican City. Hafizah Abdullah was appointed as Malaysia's ambassador to Sweden. Gloria Corina Peter Tiwet was appointed as ambassador to Brazil, and Suzilah Muhammad Sidek as the ambassador to Czech Republic. Others were Armajit Singh, who was appointed as the ambassador to Timor-Leste, and Alauddin Muhammad Noor, who was appointed as the ambassador to Kuwait. Lastly, Ruzaimi Muhammad was appointed as the Malaysian High Commissioner to Kenya. The ceremony at Istana Negara today was attended by Foreign Affairs Deputy Minister Datuk Muhammad Alamin and Deputy Secretary General for Bilateral Affairs Datuk Nohman Muhammad.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. More headlines anytime at tvstv.my or follow us on our social media platforms. And that's all the news for TVS News at 5. I'm Razi Ahmad. Thanks for watching.